I staked out last night some of the places where I think that a few raised beds are going to go. There's about, I don't know if you can see here, there's a stake here, stake there. This will be a bed. And then there's another bed that'll hopefully be there. There's about 4 foot in between these spots here. And then back here, I actually lifted this bed here off from the spot that it was, which was over here, because I'll end up having 2 beds that are roughly this size. So I wanted to have them kind of angled or matching with each other. So this one will be here and the other one will be over here where there's a few stakes in the stump. You can kind of see the layout there. And then this one, which is a little bit narrower, I actually used. So I will end up having a fun little kind of, let me stand, this fun little horseshoe. So you'll have this and then this one over here. So it'll be a nice little horseshoe here with a small area to kind of hang out in back here. Intention for this bed right here is to get it, the bottom of it papered today and to start getting it filled. And then this will end up actually being a small strawberry bed. Once I get this bed built, it will probably be, I'm thinking like a white raspberry. And then this bed here, which we kind of have gone over, and I kind of showed you guys what I was doing there. This one will actually end up being, well, it is a red raspberry patch, or bed rather. And this right here is that big clump that I kind of just threw in the ground, and it's not doing so hot. I think when the bucket froze, it kind of killed it off. There is one, maybe 2. This branch right here has got some life coming to it. And then there's this branch back here, which has some life coming to it also. And then that one right there, he's doing great. I actually ended up sliding the bed closer to the large bed. There's a small little runner right here. There's some runners here. There's a small chunk up there. So hopefully this will all work out. So I'm going to work on getting this one filled. This one needs to probably be papered. Pull back the waste straw and that kind of stuff. And paper a little bit just to kill off some of the grass that's down in there that you can see. But one thing at a time. There it is. Filled in. Nice black compost from the horses over the years. Now all I need to do is get some strawberries loaded in there and mulch it down a little bit. May end up having to do some sort of a berry net, which shouldn't be too terribly hard on this little bed. So we will see how that goes. You oftentimes will hear someone say that they can't grow berries because they're too expensive. You can't afford the plants. That's the next thing. But my guess is, just from my personal experience, that if you were to put out a message on your local social media, that you would very likely find someone who has an overgrown strawberry patch or an overgrown raspberry bed. Or in my area, if you're driving along the roadside and you know what your local berries are, oftentimes you can find them growing wild on the side of the road. So like for instance, down the way from where I'm sitting, I have 2 patches of black wild black raspberries. And those I could very easily drive around my entire country block and find hundreds, if not thousands, of plants that are that edible species. Um, I'm not going to tell you what you can find in your area, obviously. I'm not going to tell you what's safe for you to eat. That's going to be up to you to find and to figure out what you have and can eat. But do your research, and you just might find that you can get berries for close to nothing. I'm going to turn you around here and I'm going to show you my strawberry bed that I planted yesterday. This is my strawberry bed. Now, I spent very little on the creation of this bed. The frame is just lumber that I had lying around from another project. The dirt is all compost that was created here by my horses. I know for a fact that up until this year, when because I didn't garden like this up until this year, I would oftentimes post my composted manure for free on Craigslist or Facebook, the social media sites. And it was basically, you haul in, you load, you can take it. So I've got probably less than $10 into this frame. Let me bend down here so you guys can kind of see it. This frame is just cheap 1x3s that I had picked up for another project, and I changed how I was doing that project. So I've got maybe $10 worth of wood into the frame. And then as you get down in here, you can start to see my strawberry plants. And there's about 9 different small bundles in this bed. And those I got for free. I got all of this strawberry for free. I broke it up into the smaller bundles, spread it out through the bed, so that hopefully this summer they can sprawl and I'll have a decent little harvest of strawberries. These are going to technically be second year strawberries because they were in a pre-established bed. Again, I got them for free just by the chance that I happen to know somebody. I got them from my parents. Put your feelers out. If you really want to grow something, do it. Grow it. It goes right along with, let's try to move over here, the raspberries. Again, the same lumber. This bed is not filled because my raspberry patch was already pre-established here. So I'm slowly trying to fill it up with some compost and that kind of stuff. But all of the plants, again, were free. They came from, again, my parents' house. Check with your friends and family, people who may garden, people who you don't know that garden. Put out feelers. You'll be surprised where you find things that people are just trying to thin out. And they don't want them to go to waste, so they give them away or they sell them for really cheap.